Hello, if you're new, welcome back. That makes absolutely no sense. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you how to make sugar scrubs. These are gonna be the most basic sugar scrubs. I'm sure there's more complex ones out there, but I like basic. So I made a lavender vanilla sugar scrub, and your main ingredients you're gonna need is coconut oil, sugar, granulated sugar only, and some sort of fragrance. So I used essential oils in mine because I had some from Young Living because my mother loves Young Living, and I used that along with a vanilla one that I just bought at a craft store. Who cares? So anyway, without further ado, we'll get into how to make this. Yeah. So I'm going to be starting with about a cup of sugar, and I have here about 3/4 of a cup of coconut oil, and I'm about to warm that up in the microwave a little bit because I want it to be a little less clumpy, but I only warm it for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds. You're going to need a large mixing bowl, preferably glass, but it's really up to you. I just pour the sugar into the mixing bowl and add my mica. This mica is specifically formulated for bath products. A lot of recipes may tell you you can use food coloring, and it's not so bad to use food coloring in small amounts, but if you want it to be darker, just know that the food coloring will have a chance of staining your hands or staining your bathtub. That may be something you want to steer clear of by just adding only small amounts of food coloring. And honestly, you don't have to add food coloring at all. That is completely your choice. You could leave it white if you want to. Just as a side note, you want to make sure that you mix your dry ingredients with the dry ingredients and your wet ingredients with your wet ingredients. It was right here that I noticed that I didn't add enough purple mica. You can see it still looks white, so I ended up adding 2 more spoonfuls. I'm getting ready to add the fragrance oil now that everything's mixed up, and I'm just gonna add the fragrance of lavender from Young Living. And here I know it looks like I have a lot of oil to the ratio of oil and sugar, but I'm only gonna add a small amount of this oil at one time. So I would add about 1/4 of a cup of oil to every 1 cup of sugar, or approximately that. You can always add a little bit more oil afterward if you don't think it's enough. I usually just like to wing it. I don't really like recipes. Just make sure that whatever you are using is formulated to be able to be used in bath products. So you're going to want to mix those in very well before you move on to mixing everything together. What I'm doing here is just adding a little bit of my oil mixture and just mixing it all together. I don't even think that I used a full 1/4 cup here for the 1 cup of sugar I believe that's in here. I did end up making more, like I said, because I'm actually making this for a special secret project, which I will reveal to you probably toward the end of January. So apparently while I was starting to fill this up, my camera wasn't actually recording, so sorry about that. But I have this huge jar here that I'm gonna fill up. I actually ended up making more mixture because this jar is so huge, and I really need to move it to a smaller jar, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like in a really cute thrifted jar. I actually found this at the thrift store. I believe it was $2. So I'm gonna be transferring this instead to about 10 smaller jars. I don't know the exact ounces on those jars. If I find out, I'll tell you. Otherwise, I'll just show you what they look like. Here's my completed jar. It's very cute and would make a terrific inexpensive gift for Christmas or birthday or Hanukkah. What else do you give presents for? Maybe a bridal shower, maybe a bachelorette party. And here is me filling up my tiny little jars and trying not to spill all over the place. These jars definitely go a lot farther than the huge one that I had. But you know what? Whatever works. If you love to exfoliate, then maybe the big jar is for you. But for my purposes and for everyone that I've ever made this for, a little jar is going to last people a while. So you might as well just give them a small one like this. And look how cute that is. I love it. Well, guys, I hope that was informative and educational. Here are my final products. They're adorable. They make terrific gifts, which brings me to... Remember the last video I talked about my secret surprise series coming? Well, this is the first video in that series. So I'm not going to tell you what the series is about. You'll kind of see it as it unfolds. But these, I'm making about 9 of them or so for my special secret project. So that'll come up again in another video if you're wondering about it. But with that being said, these are the final products. Honestly, this one's huge. I may actually rehome this one because it's got like 2 or 3 cups in it, and no one needs that much sugar syrup. So I think I'll put it in a smaller one like these. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing if you're subscribed. I definitely appreciate it a lot. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you think you're gonna make for your family and friends. One thing you can actually do with this that I haven't done yet, but I probably will later, is you can actually put a little label on it if you want to. You can just like print one out from somewhere, and they're really cute if you do that. So if I do that before this video goes up, I'll show you, but probably won't, to be honest. Anyway, so go ahead in the comments, guess away at what you think my secret project is that I'm using these for. And I'm not going to tell you if you're right, but you'll get bragging rights once I actually reveal my secret project. So anyway, again, I know I say this a lot. Thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking the notification bell, because that is how YouTube will actually notify you if I post videos. Subscribing doesn't notify you when the YouTube channel uploads. So if you want notifications every time I upload, hit that little notification bell that is right next to the subscribe button.